What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna try the rank event Mount Nibel, the very hard stage. So first of all, I haven't been playing much, so I don't have Bahamut level up. I didn't complete X1, I need to do a few more tries. So first boss is a DPS race, okay? And if you have Bahamut, what I was trying to say is that later on in a stage where we have to fight two enemies, it will be really useful. So the first boss is basically we use Kaiser Knuckles to do magical defense down. Then after that is a DPS race. Do as much DPS as possible. And if you can save ATB, even better. So save ATB here. Don't use your Tifa, put it in manual. And this is going to be really important for the fight that is gonna come after this one, okay? So you should get around 70k if you have the gear. If you don't have the gear, you will get like 60 to 65k. 70k, 700. So I have gotten 70k 800 in other runs, but that's fine. Like it's just about a few more seconds. Now, very important to take this box here. So now, if you have all the gear that you need, you can go for a score boost. I don't think I have it. So I'm gonna make things easy, right? And I'm going to get my ice potency multiplied by 40%. So the difference here is that I'm going for a run that will guarantee me, with the gear that I have, a position among the 100 top players of my group. Um, I'm not going for top 10. So if I was going for top 10, then I need to change a few things and then choose to go for a score boost multiplied by 20%. Um, Now, this fight, the key thing about this fight, and this is why we were saving ATB, is to rush the hounds so they don't poison us, they don't do much damage. No, yeah, I misclick. Cool. So we are not poisoned. Well, only one of our units, but the ticks didn't go high. Like it didn't remove much of the our lives, and that's really important because if not, we are doomed in this fight. This is a simple fight, but it can get really tricky if you don't have the ATB, and then they start poisoning you, and then you need to heal after this fight. So the best thing is to save the ATB on the previous fight so that you can complete this one easier. Now let me see if I have anything here. Never remember. Yeah, no, nothing here. So the path that we are taking is to fight the mole crawler as soon as possible so that we can kill it within the minute range. Now first we kill the ads. You can do blow, so you can do your 3 ATB moves if you have the gear, so then you save there some precious ATB for this one. Now this is a DPS race, and because we chose to go for the 40% ice damage, this is going to die fairly quickly with the gear that I have, which is like overboost 10 in the edge wins and decent overboost on my I set up for Tifa. So I will show you my the setup that I'm using after that, but let's focus on the path and the dungeon first. Then after that we will talk about team composition. Cool. On this fight you can get 70k if you do things correctly, but if you aim for 68, 65, then you are off to a good start. There are always like little things that you can polish, and at the end of the day, like these kind of ranking events are about repetition, repetition, repetition until you master every single stage, and things just go like, you know, you win 1% here, you win 1% there, and then at the end you have it. Cool. In this fight, we're gonna focus full focus on boss. It's a Quake elemental weakness, so you can choose between either doing your Quake damage. I'm gonna go for my ice damage simply because I'm gonna go for Quake because it's simpler. Yeah, I was thinking of maybe using my 4 ATB moves, but I chose to use my 3 ATB moves. So those kind of things are important to like notice so that you save ATB for the next fights. Because we chose the bonus of damage, 70k, and we are running through the dungeon. This is the difference. Like I'm trying to focus on completing the dungeon we're gonna choose score boost because all the other things are not really worth it for me. Cool. Now, the third fight is the most difficult fight of the whole dungeon, okay? And it's because of a simple reason. Currently we don't have much gear when it comes to Quake damage. Like I have my Lucia with the outfit, and I'm gonna do here raise earth potency by 30%. Okay. So with this thing and plus the bonus of 40%, I'm hoping that it will be enough. But this is where things get tricky. Okay, I'm gonna try not to use my potions, and what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna fill my summon charge. Okay, so I'm gonna use an item here. If you have all the right things in place, maybe you don't need the summon charge item. What I'm doing here is that I'm going to get the most out of my Sephiroth so that we can nuke this thing. So I'm gonna do somersault plus Shiva, and that should be enough to do so much damage so that it's easier to at least kill one of the bosses. Because like you can get a lot of damage here when they do their ability, their ultimate. Cool. Now we're gonna rush them. I should have done chi trap, so then the magic defense is lower. But Sephiroth does the work for us because she has the skills. Cool, chi trap, and then off we go. Yeah, in this fight, especially because we got the 40% ice boost, it's really important not to get damage so that it's easier in the future. So another 70k, and we are rushing through the dungeon. We have the gear, we know what to do, and we are not going for the top score. Another time we choose 10% because in this kind of dungeons, so every ranking event that we have seen so far, you can play with a healer, absolutely, but if you have the gear, it's better to go full DPS. Now, the option of going full DPS maybe is not available for everyone. Now, this is really important to rush them, and now what you can see is that I'm getting poison, and actually this can get really nasty, by the way. If this enemy managed to hit me with the, you see, like Sephiroth's almost dead. So now this is tanking or score because I'm gonna need to use plenty of potions here. Yeah. So this is something that you can optimize if you time the previous fight better, so that you come to this fight with more ATB, or maybe use items, knowing that you're gonna get in a compromised position. Maybe use items to raise your ATB so that you kill the dogs first. Killing the dogs is what removes the poison. Okay, so between using 3 potions and using one cottage, is good enough. It's worth it. So I'm gonna go for it. Getting the boxes. I don't need to go down because I already got that box on a previous run. But just in case, let me show you the map. Basically, that box I got already. This is the normal boss, and now we're going to go for the last boss, which is Ifrit. Ifrit? How do you pronounce that? Let me know in the comments. By the way, if you have any questions or if I'm going too fast, please leave a comment and let's discuss so that we all become better players. Now, I have 2 options here, right? I could wait and then just fill my summon charge normally, or I could speed things up. And I choose to speed things up because I don't want to get in a compromised state of by any means. So then that's it. 2 items. He's going to nuke. The boss have 2 bombs plus Ifrit. And yeah, extremely powerful. There you go. But because we got the 40% ice damage, this fight is going to be a piece of cake. So we go nuking right away from the beginning. We are gonna keep the ads. 100k, nice. And now we rushed him. I should have done chi trap again. Yeah, small things to improve. well, let's go. Yeah, we time the ultimate to the moment that he's going to attack us, so that we can get, a bit less damage. Now I do magic defense down, and the nuke's coming. 98k from Sephiroth. Well done, buddy. Well done, buddy. Lightweight, lightweight. All right. Another hit, and off we go. 10 minutes run, more or less. 10 minutes 30 seconds. Cool. 127k, 407. We didn't use many items, so let's see the final score. Dun 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 dun. Surprise, surprise, surprise. What's gonna be? What's gonna be? Ooh, baby! New record. There you go. Nice. Cool. Now let's see the total. Cool. Now I'm on rank 11th. Yeah, so that's the thing I was saying. Like, if you don't use the 40% score boost, then you can probably get here. Oh, by the way, hi Marcus. Yeah, I'm on the same group of some of the best players. Loki Magix, Adept K, Blaze, JK, Roboting, Twilight, and Rengoku. So from my friends, Free Rizzi, there you go, my man. By the way, Free Rizzi is a streamer, so you can check out his content. Also Mitsu Tix, my man, also fantastic content creator and streamer. Right, so, oh, I'm really close to Tix. I think he's gonna do way better. So now I have an option, like I could run a few times and then until I get better, but I might leave it here. I'm not sure. Now, before we leave, let me show you my team, right? You might be wondering, yeah, how much overboost do you have and things like that. So where is this? Quake, Ice, Quake, Frost Quake, yeah. So, I'm using the outfit. Yeah, really important to have Bahamut. And then if you cannot fill the ATB bar, as you saw, like there is no time, you can use one item, and then you could nuke a few things faster, especially like the two monsters with the Wutai thingies. The how do you call them? The two guys with the axe, and then Bahamut could nuke there, and then maybe you don't need to use the score boost. So. Holiday Revolver because of Earth elemental damage. I'm using the Bald Eagle just to boost my Sephiroth. I have so many copies of Bald Eagle, it's ridiculous. I was so lucky with this one. Managed to max out my Holy Flame gloves recently in some random draws. So yeah, this is really useful. Case of Knuckles. You don't need to have so many copies. Overboost 6 is enough to do magical defense down high. Then Edge Winds have so many copies as well, it's ridiculous. And the key thing is that, well, I have the Shinra Blade, and then if we go to the sub weapons, I'm using here Kuya's Spirit Blade for the magical and ability potency, and then I was building my Earth Goddess, so then I have a few copies of Jigifam that gives me nice mag and Earth potency, plus then a few copies of Wiser stuff, which I got to level 90. This was a mistake, it's not worth it, but I did that when I was starting the game, so it is what it is. Now here I'm using Amaranth's Claws, I'm using Black Whiskers and the silver stuff that also boost ice potency. I don't have enough copies, but it's good enough to be physical attack 7, ice potency 5. If I could get 2 more points, this will give me 70% damage, so 15 more percent of damage, but I just don't have those 2 points. Then HP, boost physical ability potency 3. Yeah, I could perhaps tweak things here and there and use Sedan Sword, so then we could have physical ability potency 4, but then ice potency goes down, so I need to tweak things here and there. On the R abilities for Lucia, magical 7, earth potency 7, physical attack 4, although it's a magical user, ice potency 3, and yeah, that's hard what it is. Yeah, I could perhaps move this to Tifa, but then I think it's worth having it in there. Now Sephi the man is using Sun Umbrella, magical attack and magical ability potency. The classic Absolute Royal for the ice potency and magical attack. And then the Power Shell, one of the best items in the game, so that it boosts HP plus magical ability potency. So have magical 7, ice potency 6, attack 3, boost ability 3, boost magical ability potency 4, total stats 3000, 6k HP, 3.8 magical attack, 3.4 physical, 6.9 HP, and 3.2 magical. So yeah, the gear can improve, and definitely my materia is not really good, so not worth looking into that. But yeah, this is the run. I hope that you enjoy it, and if you like this type of content, please throw a like, subscribe, and let's debate what's your run, what are you trying, and let's comment that, let's discuss that. I think, for example, if you have a Snowflake for Aerith, then you could try swapping Tifa if you don't have Tifa. Alternatively, Cloud has a few options when it comes to running Blizzard type weapons. So I think there is this one, yeah, Enhanced War. It could do much magical damage to all enemies, same as like Absolute Royal. It does magical damage, ice damage to all enemies. So maybe if you run Matt as a healer or something around those lines, then you could have this one as primary and healing as secondary, and then try to clear the docks, the those kind of stages. So that could be options. That could be options there if you don't have those units. Of course, like silver staff as well does damage to all enemies, but I haven't seen many people talking about this one, so I don't know if you will have copies. It's all about luck, right? You play with the cards that you are given. Anyhow, thanks a lot for watching. Until the next time, cheerios! Bye 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 bye. This is Pliyo. Pliyo's out. Bye. Take care. Take care. I appreciate you. Cheers.